Hello everyone. So previously we had discussed on the merging two sorted linked list algorithm, right? So today we'll be going with a reversing a linked list algorithm, right? So let's get into the definition part. So what the definition part say here? So here reversing a linked list means changing the direction of its pointer, right? So of its pointers basically. Reversing a linked list means changing the direction of its pointers so that the head becomes the tail, right? So initially always just remember in the linked list will be having the head, right? So of its pointer so that the head becomes the tail and the tail becomes the head, right? In the simpler terms, the first node becomes the last node and the second node becomes second last and so on, right? So the same thing. Again, let me read this one out loud. Listen to this. Reversing a linked list means changing the direction of its pointers so that the head becomes the tail and the tail becomes the head. In simpler terms, the first node becomes the last node and the second node becomes the second last and so on. Right, so this is fine. So let's move on with the explanation part here. So a singly linked list consists of the nodes where each node has data in the next. Data is nothing but the value that is stored in the node. So we'll be having the different nodes, right? So the data is nothing but the certain value that is stored in the each node. What is next then? A next is nothing but the pointer or the reference to the next node, right? So usually so this one is represented in the form of like this, right? So we'll be having one node, suppose A, right? So this is a node B, right? So this is next, this one is nothing but the next, a pointer or the reference to the next node, this part, right? So this is fine. Let me delete this one. Now to reverse a linked list this one iteratively, we maintain 3 pointers. Again, we are going with the iterative approach here, so we will be going with the iterative approach, sorry. So to reverse a linked list iteratively, we maintain 3 pointers. One is previous, another one is current, and the next one is the next node, right? So the previous is nothing but initially none. So the previous will be initially none. It will eventually point to the previous node, this one, previous. Current is nothing but initially the head, it points to the current node that we are processing, and the next node is nothing but temporarily stores the next node to move forward safely, right? Accordingly with the this one, the name that they have that we have considered for the variable. So previous, current, and next node. Name itself says that the prep is nothing but the initially none. So this will eventually point to the previous node. Current is nothing but this one, current node. Initially the head points to the current node that we are processing. Next node is nothing but temporarily stores the next node to move forward safely. So let's move on with the algorithm steps here. So first what we will do, we will initialize the previous previous to none, previous and none and current to the head, both, right? So previous, none and current, previous to none and current to head, sorry, previous, this one we are initializing this one to none, sorry, I got confused here, and current to head. So while current is not none, current shouldn't be none, right? So current should have certain value, so that we will be making use of while loop for that. So while current is not none, we'll be storing current dot next in the next node. We'll be storing the value of the next node in the current dot next basically, right? So the point current dot next to the previous, so nothing but we are reversing the link, right? So we are going with a reversing a linked list basically, right? So next we will move the previous to current we have to move, and we will move the current to next node. We'll move the current to the next node. After the loop, previous will point to the new head of the reversed list, right? So these are the steps that will be following, right? So let's start writing the code initially, or let's start writing the algorithm here. Let's create the node class here. So I'll just go with class node, this is fine. So let's go with the initialization part here. This one def init, this is fine. So the next step would be, so let me have the self. Along with the self, let me go with the data as we have considered, right? So within the initialization part or the constructor part, let's store the node value. So this one is self dot data. Let me initialize this one to the data. Also let's go with the self dot next. So this one, let me initialize this one to none, right? So this is fine, man. Now let's go with one more class here, nothing but we have to create a linked list class, right? So let's go with a class linked list. So this one will be class linked list. So let's go with the initialization part. This one in it, so this one will be self dot head. So this is fine. Let me assign this one to the none. So this is fine, man. Initially the list is empty here. So the next step would be let's go with the function to insert the node at the end, nothing but let's go with the function append here. So this one I'll just go with append. So let me go with self comma data. So let me go with new node. Let me assign the new node to the node of, let me pass the data here. So this is fine, man. Next step, let me write the simple if condition here when head is not none, right? So self dot head is not none, it is just when self dot head is none basically, right? So then let's assign the head to this one, what do we call, new node. So I'll just go with new node here. This is simple, right? So finally we will return, let me return something, right? So this is fine, man. Finally what we will do, let's have return, this is fine. So let me do one thing here. So let me assign last to head, and also let's go with a while loop here. While start next. So this is fine. So within the while loop, let me assign the last to last dot next. So this is also fine. Finally last dot next. So let me assign this one to the new node. Yep. Now let's do one thing. Let's move on with the function to print the linked list. So this one will be def print list. So this one is fine. So this one will be temp equals head. So this is fine, man. So let me go with a while loop here. While temp. So this is fine. Within the while loop, let's go with the print. So this one print. So I'll just go with temp dot data. So I'll just end equals, this one will be let me leave the space here, so that this print is just for the interactive purpose, right? So let me give here temp. Let me assign the temp to temp dot next. So this is fine, man. Finally what I'll do, I'll just print this one. Let's print something for the interactive purpose. I'll just go with the print of this one, none basically, right? So this is fine, man. Yep. Now let's consider one more function here, nothing but reverse. We have to write the function to reverse the linked list as well, right? So this is important basically, this is what we are doing. So I'll just go with def here reverse. So let me pass self here. So this is fine. Now let me assign previous to none. This is fine. The next step would be let's assign the current. So this one I'll just give complete current keyword here. So this one I'll just go with the, let's assign the current to head. Let's write the simple while loop here. While current, while of current, then what we will do, let's assign the next node to the current dot next, meaning we are storing the next node here. So this one has to be next node. Let me assign this one to the current, sorry, dot next. So this is fine, and the next thing is current dot next. Let me assign this one to the previous. So we are just reversing the current node's pointer here, right? So I'll just go with the previous here. The next step would be let's assign the previous to current. So this is also fine, and finally move to the next node. So this one will be current equals next node. This is fine, man. Finally, what we'll do, we'll update the head to the new first node, right? So this one is nothing but self dot head. So let me assign this one to the previous. So this is fine, man. Finally, let's do one thing. Let's test the linked list reversal, right? So this one I'll just go with let me consider linked list double L. So let me call the linked list this one class here, right? So this is fine, man. So now I'll just make use of the append method that we have written. So let's append 1 2 3 4 here, right? So this one let me copy, let me paste this 1 2 3 4 5 4 is enough, man. So let me go with 2 3 4. We have already written the helper method append here, right? Somewhere first one, the initialization part is fine. This one within the linked list class, we have the first method itself that we have written, or the function that we have written append here. This is fine. We have appended the value 1 2 3 4 here. Now let's print the original linked list first, right? So I'll just print this just for the interactive purpose. I'll just go with the original this one is linked list. So this is fine, man. Right, now I'll just go with print list. So we'll be going with a, let me call the print list helper method or the function. This is fine, man. Just printing the original list. Now we have to reverse the this one, what do we call, linked list. So we have already written the reverse helper method, the last one, this one basically, right? So this is fine. Let me call the reverse this one helper method. So now what we'll do, let's make use of the print helper method for the interactive purpose. So this one will be reversed linked list, right? So this is fine, man. Yep. Finally, I'll just go with a linked list dot print list. So this one will be print list. This is fine. I've called the print list, right? So the output that we need to get here is 1 2 3 4 4 3 2 1, I believe, right? So 4 3 2 1. Yep. First original linked list is 1 2 3 4 none. So reverse linked list that we need to get here is 4 3 2 1 and none finally, right? So that's what we need to get here. Right, let's try to run the code. I hope whatever we have done is completely clear, man. We have simply went with a very simple this one algorithm. I have made it as simple as possible. So we have made use of the helper method, append print list as well as the reverse for reversing, appending for the appending the this one value or the node, basically node's value. So this one print list to print the list. So basically this one is to reverse basically, right? So this is fine, man. Within the, we have done the one within the linked list class, and this is required node, right? So this is fine, man. Class node is also required. This is fine. Now let me give control J here. Let me type Python and let me go with a class name here dot py. So here see, the original linked list is 1 2 3 4 none. So whatever we have considered here, see, we have appended 1 2 3 4, right? The nodes 1 2 3 4 with the value 1 2 3 4 basically. This is fine. Finally none, right? So this is fine. Reverse linked list is 4 3 2 1, right? 4 3 2 1 and finally none. So we are getting the desired output here. So original linked list is 1 2 3 4 none. So the nodes are connected in the original insertion order. So we can clearly see here 1 2 3 4, right? So the nodes are connected in the original insertion order. Reverse linked list here is 4 3 2 1 none. See here, after reversal node 4 becomes the head here, right? After reversal node 4 becomes the head, pointing to the 3, the next element 3, right? Or the next node 3, right? So the node 3 next points to the 2 basically. See here, this is fine, 2, and node 2 points to the 1, right? So the node 1 becomes the tail now. So this node 1 becomes the tail, pointing to the none, indicating the 1 as the last element, right? So this is fine, I believe, right? So this is it for the reversing a linked list algorithm, right? So we are done with reversing a linked list algorithm. Very simple one, right? Yep. Now we are done with the coding part, or so we are done with the algorithm basically, right? So let me summarize whatever we have learned so far. So just keep these 3 to 4 things or 3 to 4 points in the mind. So this one will be helpful basically, right? So reversing, the first point here is reversing a linked list changes the direction of the next pointers. Just remember this thing, this will be very helpful. So reversing a linked list changes the direction of the next pointers, right? Iterative reversal uses previous, current and the next node pointers. Always remember, we went with the iterative approach, we know, and iterative reversal uses previous, nothing but prev we considered, current and the next node pointers, right? So algorithm is, the time complexity of this particular algorithm is big of n and the space complexity is big of 1. Just remember this, this is very important, time and space complexity. And after the reversal, the head points to the former tail node. So this is it for the coding part, right? So this is it for the algorithm. So we are done with the reversing a linked list algorithm. Next, what we'll do, next we'll be discussing on the detect and removing the loop algorithm in the linked list, right? So for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.